Yo, yo, what's happening, Knowledge? This is the Flaming Sword, and this is another wow. Word of wisdom. A word of wisdom that I like to discuss today would be chivalry. 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 It's in reference to the Florentine chivalric code and pertains to like the Knights of the Round Table and the stuff that was going on during the conquest. And the basic rules of the chivalric code was that, the basic theory behind the chivalric code was basically that, since, even though we're going about the business of, pillaging, plumaging, conquering, and slaughtering, doesn't mean that we have to go about it in an uncivilized manner. You know what I mean? In terms of, like, let's just say the hood. In terms of the hood, when St. Louis walked into the Players Club and screamed out, anybody who don't want to get shot, get the F out, that was chivalry. Contrast that to when the character that Ice Cube was playing got into it with Luke Skywalker in a club, just got shot up and he on the floor shooting. The concept of chivalry is basically, what created the no snitch policy that a lot of criminals in the criminal subculture try to hold the community at large to. Basically, what I'm saying is that if the so-called no snitch policy is an agreement between the criminal subculture and the community at large, that the criminal subculture, in pursuit of their criminal gains or whatnot, observe some type of chivalry so that their criminal exploits don't too negatively affect the community at large. Absent those chivalric actions performed by the criminal subculture, the community at large would mainly suffer a lot. So when you see a soldier playing with a kid and letting them pretend to kill him, that's chivalry. When you see, a man just not slang dope out of his own house, that's chivalry. Even though he's doing something wrong, because, the spoils of the world are out here for the righteous and the noble, irregardless of what you're engaged in. So to me, the rules of chivalry mean that even though I'm engaged in an unpleasant task, there is a code of conduct that I can follow and play by some type of rules, some type of ethic. I'm not letting go. I'm not just submitting and saying, well, since I'm a criminal, there are no rules. There are rules for being a criminal. It's called chivalry. Because you don't want to bring harm on your community. You don't want to bring harm on everything that you're working for. You don't want to go about doing the things that you're doing in a way that you're going to have to give it back later on in some kind of way, whether it's in your life or, you get sued and your pockets get smacked, So the concept of chivalry is really meant for for people who are in any type of subculture that has to use alternative means to get themselves ahead, to make sure that they don't cross no lines, to make sure that they don't go too far, to make sure that they don't violate the community at large. And, you know, more importantly, to make sure that you don't violate yourself and your own soul, that you don't warp your own personality and your own character in pursuit of things that you don't have to do it for. Hopefully you guys have gotten something out of this. Once again, acknowledge, holla at me, man. This is the Flaming Sword with the Wow, and I'm Kam Singh Khan. Be blessings and be blessed. One.